We have 3 mailbag questions, by the
Oh
way.
boy.
3 mailbag questions. One coming from SYP creator Scott asking, how nasty is Steph Curry?
I think Steph is probably the front runner for MVP this year, and I think this is probably the best we've seen Steph Curry. Like, there's been seasons where Steph's like the undisputed best offensive player in the league, undisputed MVP. I think this is the best Steph Curry that I've ever seen.
This is this might be my most impressive, like the most impressed I've been with Steph Curry, because he's been battling injury, battling team failures / success. Like it's easy when you have a dynasty. It's easy like when the team was really good as it was. Now where you don't have some of the same pieces, it's not quite as easy. And he's crushing it. He's the nasty. How about that? He is the good. 2 questions from friend of the pod, Will Pip. After a hot start to the season, are the Wizards real or fake? Where did they end up after 82?
It's kind of hard to say. Like, I feel like they have really good players for the regular season. I always feel like Trez struggles in the playoffs. So, like, he's an undersized big man. Like, he plays exactly like a big man. He's got some of the best post moves footwork in the league. He's can be getting better around the mid range. Still no like 3-point shot yet. That's fine. It's not his thing. He's a decent shot blocker. For his size, he's about 6'8". He's a very good shot blocker for his size. I think it's kind of, he always runs into this issue in the playoffs where he's not the most mobile around the perimeter. He gets worked around the perimeter. It's not the best shot blocker. So it's kind of hard for him to play like major minutes when you would need Trez. I think it kind of depends on other guys to step up. It would be interesting to see once Hachimura's back, because he kind of plays the same position, but I feel like he's more versatile, like with shooting. He's around the same size as Trez, but I feel like he'd be a better perimeter defender. He's a bit more mobile. We'll have to see how it goes, because there's definitely a lot of questions like that, for example. They're a deep team, though, so we'll have to see.
I'm going to say they're fake. I don't know if I entirely believe the Wizards for who they. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like their pieces, but this is probably a team that's probably going to be in the play-in game. Like, that's what I think this team is probably going to be doing after 82.
I think they could be middle of the pack. I think they could be up to the 4th spot.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I think they have this mix of like young guys that are like peaking, guys that they need to develop. I think that's going to like hurt them some games, because it's like, do we win now? Are we like trying to get more time for our young guys? There's always like that kind of thing that's going to be in the back of their head. Like, is this the Bradley Beal title run? Is this like, is this where we try and make Hachimura the face of the franchise?
If the Wizards make the playoffs, is Bradley Beal the MVP?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't feel like Bradley Beal's been as good as last year, but I feel like he has a lot more pieces around him. Like, he doesn't have to go and score 32 points a game. Like, he's got Spencer, he's got Kuz, KCP's solid. Trez has been very good off the bench. Like, they've got more playmakers, more shot creators. I think it takes away from how good Beal is. Like, I think he is at the guard position outside of Curry, like the best 3-level scorer as a guard right now.
Okay. Will Pip also asked, once fully healthy, are the Warriors contenders? Why not? And is Steph an early season MVP? Yeah, so Steph's an early season MVP. I feel like when fully healthy, this team should be contending for a championship.
Yeah. Even like what Stephen A said, like if Klay Thompson is back and 85% or more, like the Warriors are a lock for the title. I feel like that's real. Obviously, Steph has had injuries in the past. That's definitely going to slow him down if he has injuries. But I feel like this team's more balanced. I feel like there's more scorers. Jordan Poole's been very good. He's been kind of that missing like scorer that Steph hasn't been able to have alongside him around the 3-point line. That's kind of always been the Warriors thing. Like, oh, if you're going to run Curry off the line, we'll throw it to Klay. Like, they haven't had that. Like, they tried that a bit with D'Lo, but Steph missed most of the season, and they didn't like D'Lo. Maybe his work ethic wasn't very good, or he was a problem in the locker room. But Steph has that guy who can light it up. There's been nights this season, even though Steph's like MVP mode, where Jordan Poole is like the best performing player on the team. And if you throw Klay in the mix, I think this team's like a title lock, really.
I was gonna say with Poole, remember the 1 year where like not last season, but I think it was like the season before, like maybe it was pre-COVID when the Warriors were just bad because everybody was just injured. And like Jordan Poole was like one of the like guys who was putting up like 12, 15 points a night for them.
Yeah.
He got a year in Steve Kerr's system without the aspect of having Steph Curry there, without Klay Thompson there, without Draymond there.
Mhm.
And he got to learn, probably it was more one-on-one time with Steve Kerr, which would have helped. And it's kind of paying off this year. Like you mentioned, he's another scoring option for them that they can, maybe not their first option or their second option, but like if they need a basket, he's someone who can get a basket.
Yeah, for sure. I just think they have so many like versatile players. Like it reminds me of the Warriors dynasties where they have all these great defenders and they have all these guys that buy in. And they're younger, like outside of the core, like Steph, Klay, Draymond, Iguodala, Kevon Looney, like that, those kind of guys that were there before. Like everyone's, they're all guys that are younger, but they all buy in and they're all pretty skilled guys. Yeah, like they're all consistent. They're all playing great defense, number one defense in the league. They've got, the best scorer in the game right now.
So yeah, they're title contenders.